Hi, my name is Ken, and I work at a small newspaper in North Carolina. Several years ago, a few people from my church went to Mexico to build a house, and when they came back, they invited some more of us to go. I was a little apprehensive at first, but I figured if Grandma could do it, I could too. I took a digital camera from the office and borrowed a video camera from my daughter and put together a little video on my laptop because what's going on in Mexico is really cool. We went to work with an organization called Faith Ministry. It operates in the large city of Reynosa and in a small town an hour or so away called Miguel Alemán. This is where we stay. We call them compounds because inside the walls there are dorms for volunteers, a dining hall, and a chapel to worship in with Mexican volunteers. They're right in the middle of the colonias, neighborhoods where most folks can't afford houses, medical care, or even to put their children in school.
Hola, soy Paola. Hola, soy Jose.
I love the children. Anyway, Faith Ministry and volunteers like ours have built several medical clinics. A new one is under construction right now in Miguel Alemán. There are 2 compounds with a 3rd under construction, and since 1994, more than 1,100 houses have been built. So here's my video. I hope it gives you an idea of how rewarding it is to work with the Mexican people, and if you're considering going, take a chance.
When I started the ministry, I was culture shocked when I came here. I had never seen poverty like this. When I came here for the first time to do mission work, I was culture shocked. I couldn't understand why God had made a river, and on one side of the river, everything was okay. And on the other side, people didn't have anything.
If I lived in these conditions, I don't think I would be very happy, and maybe it's because I've lived in America all my life. But the fact that they live in houses that are pieced together with cardboard and tin, and you know, some of them even live in a dump, and the weather is so hot, but yet they are so happy and they are willing to work just as hard as they can to get a house.
It's good to see how they live, and it makes you realize how blessed we are to have everything that we have.
It's very humbling. It's an eye-opening experience.
I never really appreciated some of the smaller things that, you know, they don't have that I do.
You really don't realize what need is here.
You just feel like you want to do something for them because they just make you feel that way.
Even though we got tired and sweaty and hungry, it was still fun.
We are so privileged and so blessed, and even though we know it in our hearts, I think it's not always at the surface of our, at the front of our minds, and it rejuvenated me and brought it back to the front of my mind how blessed I am and how fortunate I am.
I expected it to be hard work, but I didn't expect that.
I'm really impressed with how hard they're getting out working with us. In some cases harder, like yesterday. They want this house built really bad, and they don't mind breaking their own backs to get it. A lot of folks that just stand around and watch us work since we're the volunteers, but they haven't had any problem with jumping right in there.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices.
The people didn't seem to realize that they were in such poverty, and they were so happy for anything that we did for them. Just the fact that we were there helping them, and they worked alongside us even harder than we did.
Things that we might be disappointed or discouraged about, they just keep going and smile and seem to enjoy life. And I guess the biggest thing is people and relationships seem to be much more important to them than their station in life or the material possessions they have.
It's truly a life-changing experience.
Surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
I decided to come back to do mission work in the name of Jesus Christ, one house at a time, one family at a time, one patient at a time at the clinics, one child with the scholarships, and one family and one soul with the church. So we do everything in His name and for His glory, one at a time.
The trip really becomes sort of the focal point of my year. It is something that for about 6 months I look forward to it, and then for about the next 6 months I sort of reflect on what we saw here, what we did, what we learned.
Just come with an open mind, open heart, and have no expectations whatsoever. Come down here and just let the Lord fill you with excitement, and just go home and spread the word that the experience that you had for the week just was overwhelming.
This is the place that I feel that I can see the most evidence of God at work in the world. The folks here, the hospitality, the warmth, the love that they show to everybody I've ever brought down here. It's a place where people, I think, really realize the importance of their faith and what that offers to them in their life, rather than all the things we get obsessed with in our country.